So here we go. On your right, we have CARMEN Trutanich. On your left, we have Weiss. I want to thank them both for coming. It's been quite difficult to schedule this, but they are here. So here we go. So we'll start with a question for CARMEN Trutanich. The current city attorney, list a few of his major accomplishments. Go ahead.
List a few of his major accomplishments?
You're going to have to talk into the mic.
Talking to them, what are the major accomplishments of the current city attorney? And a question for both speakers. Just very shortly, list them.
Probably the greatest accomplishment that, let me stand up, hold the mic. First of me, 6'3". Probably the greatest accomplishment. Can't hear me? Closer. Closer? Okay. All right, then let me start this way. Thank you all for coming tonight. I appreciate you all being here. It's an extra special treat to be here tonight because I get to announce, after 17 months of coming to this meeting, that I'm a brand new grandfather as of last Friday. So let me answer the question. Probably the greatest thing that Rocky did was the neighborhood prosecutors. That neighborhood prosecutor idea has come to fruition, and it provides representation for every neighborhood council. Another good idea that Rocky had, they put in implementation, is the neighborhood advisor, the attorneys that are available to the neighborhood councils to get advice on almost a daily ad hoc basis. Additionally, Rocky's done some great things with 17200 and those lawsuits against the patient dumpings and things of that nature. I'm sorry, I'll try to keep the microphone up closer to my mouth. In addition to the 17200 lawsuits, Rocky has taken on gangs in a way with gang injunctions. I don't agree 100% with the manner in which he did it, but I do believe that gang injunctions are something that we need to explore and to use in a stiletto fashion to go after gangs, to suppress as part of a clear program.
Thank you. Mr. Weiss, what are the major accomplishments of the current city attorney?
Thank you. How am I doing?
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, John. And I do first want to thank the folks at SOHA. It has been a true privilege to represent this neighborhood and this community for the past 8 years. I very much appreciate the opportunity that you all gave me to serve as your council member. And I want to congratulate Mr. Trutanich and his family. Must be an extraordinary time for you guys and a joyous time. So congratulations to you. On the subject of Mr. Delgadillo and the city attorney's office, I think that the principal accomplishments are in the area of public safety, in the area of gang prosecution, gang injunctions, and neighborhood prosecutions and the neighborhood prosecutor program. The issue of public safety is a critical issue in this campaign. And that's why at the last debate that we had over a week and a half ago, I called on Mr. Trutanich to do something very simple and very non-controversial, which is to disclose his clients to the people of this city so they'd have the opportunity to judge him on the basis of full and fair information. He decided not to do that, and he's stonewalled us ever since. And I call on him again tonight, Mr. Trutanich, disclose your clients, and in particular, disclose to us your gun clients. Tell us the extent of your work in representing gun dealers, illegal gun dealers, folks who are poisoning our streets with weapons. It's been very frustrating not knowing your answer to this question, so we did a little research, Mr. Trutanich, and there's just one, let me just finish and I'll be brief. There's this one case that came up just in our research, which is the case of California versus Wayne William Wright. This man was a one-man armory, a one-man arsenal, arrested here in the San Fernando Valley for selling illegal guns to the LAPD undercover officers, and then you, Mr. Trutanich, not only represented this criminal, But you fought with the LAPD to try to get hundreds and hundreds of his illegal guns, semi-automatics, handguns, returned to him so he could put them back on the streets. You've got a lot to answer for in the area of guns, Mr. Trutanich. Please answer by telling us your client.
Thank you. You wanted to respond? Go ahead, yes, please.
Okay, Jack, you have a pencil in front of you there. Write this down because I'm going to deal with it one time, and one time again with you. First and foremost, it's not true. You got the facts wrong. You have the facts of the case wrong. You also are misstating what the rules of ethics say to lawyers. Let me just tell you, I don't want to school you on the rules of ethics, but maybe you need to be schooled on the rules of ethics. These are the rules, Jack. The privilege of disclosure belongs to a client. I can't talk about my clients to you or anyone else in this room. However, Jack, I would love to. But let me just tell you this. If you went back and pulled the file, not just one piece of paper, but pulled the file, Jack, you'll see that your facts are wrong, dead wrong. But let's talk about, if you want to talk about ethics and you want to talk about disclosures, where's the money, Jack? Where is it? Where is the money that the Caston firm gave you 4 years ago? You know that's a continuing criminal violation? You're talking about Mr. Wright as a criminal. You know that violation continues every single day? Every single day that you fail to get that money back, the statute of limitations continues, and the criminal act continues. And so, if you're going to talk about disclosures, let's talk about developers, over $1 million you got from developers who had projects before you. Let's talk about the billboard company and the 840 billboards that were given to you, that you gave to Clear Channel in the backroom deal that you struck. Let's talk about the way you're trying to push this new billboard ordinance down the throat of the council right now, when you know it's going to open a window large enough to hang a super graphic on it.
You want to respond?
Well, I just want to say to you, Mr. Trutanich, that no amount of rhetoric and obfuscation can erase the fact that you're not telling the people of this city who your clients are. And let me tell you, Wayne William Wright, there's no privilege that attaches to the fact that you represent him. All these documents are filed in open court. There's no privilege to the fact that you fought with the LAPD to try to get hundreds and hundreds of his guns from his arsenal returned to him. You fought the LAPD gun unit to try to get his guns back. Mr. Trutanich, all we're asking is something very simple. Disclose your clients. Disclose your clients. Tell us, Mr. Trutanich, you have made an effort to try to get the people of this city to believe that you are not involved in representing the gun business, gun dealers, illegal gun criminals. Come clean and tell us the extent of your involvement, Mr. Trutanich.
Let's have a brief response and move on to some other questions. Go ahead.
First off, again, I'm going to tell you again, Jack, what you're saying is not true. And instead of talking about the issue that was asked here today, what you've done is tried to switch it from the focus on you and your failed record for 8 years, a letter in the Times by one of your constituents. I don't even know this guy. I know they gave me $2,000. He must not like you very much to take a full-page ad out. But I can tell you this, that we're talking about things that are important. This is not about me, Jack, and it's not about you. It's about what's important to each one of these people out here. It's about running the city of Los Angeles legal department and who's best qualified to do it. A real lawyer who wants to bring real, trained legal skills to the office, or a politician who has a failed record. And that's what he's trying to do with the attack that he's having on me right now. Don't buy it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's talk about that for a moment. I'd like to ask this question to Jack Weiss. How many jury trials have you tried in your career?
I tried 8 jury trials as a federal prosecutor, and let me tell you...
Let me finish.
Let me finish. If the issue is experience,